Hey guys, Lamonster here at Lamonster Garage, and we're going to shoot a short little video on our 2-inch riser. And this has been a real popular item for us. And what it does is it's going to bring the bars up 2 inches and then back approximately 3/4 of an inch or so, looking at it. But what it does, it gives you a little more mechanical advantage, gets you back up to where you have a little more strength. The people that are responding to it are saying it's just what they needed. They needed a little bit more up and back, and it's worked out real good for them. This works on all F3s, and it will work with pretty much every bar. We've tried them on, we have customers that have used them on every bars, it's even some of the aftermarket bars. It will also work on the 2020 RT and 2021 and anything with F3 style handlebars. So even if you put, let's say on your RT, you put F3 style bars on it, this still gives you advantage. We have customers that have put the different bars and put the riser on. One of the advantages, especially on the RT, the handlebars tend to hit you in the leg on a full lock when you go with the F3 bars, depending on how you have them tilted. And this gives you a couple more inches up to prevent that. It's a pretty simple install. This is with our power plate and GPS mount, obviously, or RAM mount, it could be a phone mount. But we're going to show you what you need to do different. When you go to order this riser, one of the options is going to be if you have accessories like a power plate, something like this, or even somebody else's, doesn't really matter. It's going to take longer bolts up here, and then we're going to start sending a shorter spacer that pretty much works with everything. We found that if you have these long spacers, it's actually, they're just a little bit too long, makes the bolt shorter than we like. And if you're double stacked like this one is, it could be an issue. So we're gonna go ahead and do an install. I'll do it real quick and show you what's going on. First thing you wanna do, what I do, is cover my tank here. And this is my wife's bike. She's the one that said, yeah, she got so used to the RT having it, she really liked it, and said, can you put one on my F3? I said, well, sure. So we're going to want to pull these off, and these bolts, if you already have this power plate, these take an 8mm socket. And when you go to do the bottom ones, they're a booger. They're a 7mm, so you got to make sure. Let me move that out of the way. You got to make sure you get the right socket in there. And they have that Loctite on it, the BRP Loctite. That's just a booger to break loose. Once you get it loose, it's not so bad. So we'll set that off to the side. Pull the spacer, set that off to the side. So this is a comparison. This is the spacer. I'll put it like this, it'll be easier to see. This is the spacer that typically comes with our kit. These are the new spacers that we'll be sending out when you order a hardware kit. It will come with the longer bolts and then this particular spacer. All right, so now we need a 7mm. Get them bottom bolts off. And this is going to be completely loose, so it's always good if you have somebody that can help you whenever you're doing handlebars. It's nice, but if not, you can do it yourself, as I'll show you. pull that off and kind of set that down. The only other thing that you may run into, these cables here, if you can't pull enough slack, you actually have to pull this side panel off. And there's a zip tie. Just kind of tug on this and you'll see where the zip ties are. And there's either 1 or 2 zip ties you may have to cut to get enough slack. We found that that's the case. So what you're going to do, you're going to take this cap off, blow it off there, and this is the new riser, and basically it's got a locating pin on it so you can't get it wrong. Give myself a little slack here. And that locks right in there. Okay, so now you're going to put this back on. It's on top there, like so. And then I typically start with my short bolt, the bottom bolt. Get all set up here. Okay, and you'll have a little locating pin in there in the handlebars. You're going to want to make sure that locating pin is in the hole in the handlebars. That keeps it from moving around. So I'll go ahead and drop these in. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. There is a little bit of adjustment up and down, which would be forward and back also. So just kind of get it close. Okay. Now we're going to put the longer bolts and the new bushing in. So this is a sequence here, so you got to go through here, through here, then you get your spacer, and basically do the same thing with this one. Through here, spacer, and just kind of gently snug it till you get it where you like it. And I typically pull these down a little bit just so the controls feel right. You want the controls, you know, feel natural. And go ahead and snug your bottom bolts. Like so. Snug this bolt. Like so. Now just kind of go around, check all of them. All right. Now I can go ahead and put my GPS back. And this is one of several mounts that we have. This is the ram mount, but we got a fixed swivel. We have a different top cap. But like I say, this will work. I have to sit on it, screw it up. Let me get on here. just how I like it. Oh, my wife's gonna like it. And get my phone holder here. Go ahead and pull this off. So, like I say, this brings it up 2 inches, but it gets your arms in a good mechanical position for strength. With our billy club bars, they're even a little taller, and you kind of got to get used to it because it gives you like power steering. It really helps out, but it gives you more bend in your elbows. You definitely can lean back into your backrest better. Just all around. I mean, it's not for everybody, but it works for a lot of people, especially it seems like the women riders really love them. It gives them that comfort that they were missing. So that's it, guys. We'll be on Lamonster Garage. It's a handlebar riser if you're looking for it. It'll work for all the F3s. Pretty much work for any handlebar you have on it. The only one that I don't think it works for, I haven't even tried, yeah, the drag bars. Drag bars, it won't work because they have a big, long extension already. But other than that, it should work on everything. So check us out on lamonstergarage.com. Thanks.